Forever.
Oh, here we go. I thought it was still going.
Well,
we've been watching Queen all morning,
yes.
so we're like pumped up.
Yes. And
I forgot I can do it. Let me do it.
Okay.
So I can remember how to do it. Okay.
It's not there, so I will put it over here. It's not there.
So
well,
you didn't tell
welcome
me
back.
right?
Well, no, I did, but your computer takes longer. So.
Balderdash. It does.
Welcome back, and here we are again.
Yes.
And now, Vera, was there anything that's going on right now that you want to tell our friends?
Yeah. Who put that up there?
It was on the floor, and Luke jumped up there, and I thought,
sorry,
oh,
it's a birthday card. Like, what the hell?
It was. He knocked it down, and I thought, oh, I guess it goes up here.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know.
Hi, Roxanne. Aloha, hoy.
Aloha. Okay.
8 watching. Oh my goodness.
So, if you didn't know, we have an evening with Angus coming up, and we also have one coming up next month too.
We just thought of one that's really good too, and I want to do that even sooner, but we can't because we already have it. We're gonna do totems.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Totem animals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totem animals.
Yeah. So this month we have your guardian angel's name and message it's like a topic, evening with Angus, and you can ask the question.
Sweet girl.
You can ask the question of him on the other side, what your angel message is, or you can ask a different question.
Right.
And then the topic for next month's evening with Angus is going to be really cool. It's connecting with your pet. So it's a message from your pet that might have passed on.
Yeah.
That's a cool
or
one
whatever
too.
you want to know.
Or it could be a different question. Exactly.
Neat Weaver.
It just happens to be the topic. So
yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Was there any other things that we have in the news right now?
In the news?
In our news.
Are you kidding me?
Our SE
in your
news.
SE news.
Yes. We have the evening.
If you want any services, they're on soulsenlightenment.com.
Yes.
Angels, soulsenlightenment.com. What else?
Well, if you haven't noticed, we have
a new.
Yay!
So cute.
Now you can really see his face better.
Yeah.
So that's
Kinda.
Angus. Angus, our master teacher on the other side.
There he is.
Yes.
Almost
Very
in.
funny.
No. I was going to say lifelike, but no.
Yeah, he's so much more handsome.
No, that's not what I
life.
meant. It's just he's bigger.
Yeah. That's true.
That's pretty big, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah.
You know what, you guys? We don't have anything to talk about.
We wanted to see what was on your minds with everything going on in our lives
Kate.
right now,
Bree.
in our society, in the world.
Sammy. Doesn't he look great?
Yay!
I love his eyeballs. Plus, I love his nose, though, because whenever I remember him from Scottish life, he has like a boxer's nose because it was broken so many times.
I like boxers' noses.
I do too. Yeah. But I was going through YouTube and I found the cutest, most entertaining young men.
They are so cute.
They are adorable.
They are so cute.
And what they do is they listen to music they've never listened to before. They don't even know who the people are, most of them. Mm-hmm. Or they know of them, but they've never listened to their music. All they grew up on was the current, what the kids listen to now. They're going back all the way to my era.
Yay!
And beyond. And it's just so cute to see their reactions.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what I really love? Is that they're realizing that the people that sang in our day and back further actually sang live. They didn't have any kind of tuner or tone corrector or anything like that. It was live. Yes. And they're like so blown away.
Exactly.
They're going, he sings like that without a auto-tuner?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have those things in their ear.
Right.
In fact, even Michael Jackson used to pull it out. Because
Really?
he didn't learn how. He goes, you have to use your ears. Why do you need that?
Absolutely.
He goes, I hear less.
See?
Yeah. So
Isn't
he would
that
always,
interesting?
yeah.
It's our gifts. It's our own senses that we have that makes it even more honed. That's really cool.
Oh, Bria's saying she doesn't want to go back to serving after quarantine is over.
Oh,
it's crazy too.
amen.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, I don't either.
Don't you?
And I've asked about that, Brie. I've asked Angus a lot about that through Vera in trance sessions. And he's just saying that people don't realize how much this is just getting started. And obviously, all of us know how different the restaurants are now and everything.
Yeah.
But when we're all turned off on this, right? Yeah. But yeah, he was not recommending going back. So I am definitely not going to be doing that either.
Yeah, it's scary.
Right.
It's horrible. And in San Joaquin County where I live, not Chrissy, but where I live, it is the highest in terms of COVID-19 cases.
Yeah, that's bad.
In all of California.
I know. It's spiking all over right now, but yeah, and this...
Yeah, well, that's because people don't believe that there's a crisis.
Exactly.
They think it's made up.
Yeah, so yeah, he was not recommending going back. And like we've shared before, this is the push that many of us need to be doing what we're really meant to be doing.
Exactly.
So,
but getting back to the kids.
oh my gosh. It was super cool. They were listening to like Dolly Parton and
Oh my
Queen.
God. It was
and
so cute. Oh my God, they're adorable.
they are.
And one of them is more animated than the other one. There's always, one twin has a different personality, but yeah.
Super cute.
Yeah, you'll find out, Bria. You really will. Because right now we're all, like we said, in a holding pattern because of this COVID-19. So everything that was in our chart is going to be pushed back a little bit. Because, is it right to say push back?
That's what he said.
Okay.
Because I got
get confused with that.
I know, me too. It's like pushed forward, pushed back. But yeah, he was saying it's going to be pushed out.
Yeah, out is what I meant to say.
He said push back too.
Okay.
But that's what my understanding
But I
was,
think it means
pushed
like it's pushed back to a later time.
exactly.
That's
That's
what I
what,
think
he
he
meant.
meant.
Yeah. Pushed out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, second waves, that's going to be insane.
Yeah.
There's a lot of states that are they're going back. They're rescinding
Too
the phase
quickly.
1. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've been really noticing spikes in those states.
Yeah.
I believe Texas and
Oh,
Florida.
Texas is bad.
Florida, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's not good. It's
Yeah,
not good.
not yet.
And until everybody isn't, not everybody, but most of us are in tune with what's going on, it's going to get actually worse because the virus is going to get stronger.
Right.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's
I
a
mean,
liberal made up thing.
Yeah, this is definitely something that
Yeah.
we are going to be dealing with for a while.
Yeah.
So,
Buckle up, Buttercup.
yeah.
We're in for a long ride.
Yeah. But it's really...
Second wave is in England? Oh my God.
wow.
But you guys handled it better than we are. So let's hope that a lot of the other countries have handled it way better than we have.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there'll be changes coming
Yeah.
soon.
Well, with
the
yesterday,
election.
yeah, and with Trump being over in
Mount Rushmore.
and that was a dig to all the Native
I know.
Americans.
That was horrible.
Because they told him they didn't want him there.
Oh, and then of course you knew he had to
Oh,
go.
of course. He's like, I'll show you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, this wave that's going with Black Lives Matter is going to actually make other ethnicities go with that same way.
Right.
In other words. So, like, Black Lives Matter, that's a movement that's going. We have to let it keep going until it gets to where we want it to be. And then we go, and everybody has to be that way. Well, not
Exactly.
have to be, but it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Right.
I know it's not everybody
Yeah.
all, but yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Yeah. So I was putting so much purple light around all the Trump people, all the protesters, and they were doing it very, calmly. There was no violence
Good.
that I saw. Because it might have happened after I stopped watching, but
Right.
yeah. Oh, he's worse than that. But yes, I agree. Definitely. Yeah, it is disgusting. And you know, like, I know today's the 4th of July, but it's like, I don't even want to celebrate.
I know.
I used to be so proud of this country, but I was so stupid.
Well, no, I wouldn't say stupid.
Well, yeah,
but we were ignorant. We didn't have all the information.
Yeah, but I didn't even think to, like, question. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah.
But what's amazing is
Ah.
that. But you got it, and a lot of times, many people go through the whole life and never get it.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be, right?
Yeah.
But in this case,
Yeah.
but it's just wanting to it's being informed.
Yeah.
And it's hard, isn't it? Because people are busy.
Yeah.
I mean, that in the past we're busy with our lives and we don't know. But once we come across some information, that's when it's up to us whether or not we want to take it.
I did not know that.
What?
The sculptor of Mount Rushmore was KKK supporter. Well, you guys, Home Depot, Trump supporter. Lowe's,
Oh my gosh.
liberal.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
See, and that's it. And it took the millennials to say, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we did try in the 60s, right?
yeah.
But it still wasn't, it just didn't gel like it's gelling now. It's like, nope, we're
Exactly.
not going to put up with it. How can you guys put up with it so long?
It's interesting, isn't
Great
it?
question.
Yeah. It's like another chance, and our last chance really to really go for it. Because now things are extreme. I mean, it was extreme back in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like with nuclear power and with the crazy things that Trump is doing. I mean, it's getting to the point where this is like this is it. And especially with our planet
And he
dying.
always wanted that thing for 4th of July to honor him. It's
I
supposed to be
know.
honoring America.
I know. It's his ego.
Yeah.
It is his ego.
Easing God out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, that's one of the good things too, because the video cameras, they're everywhere. And that is amazing.
For sure.
I mean, it is, and then it isn't. But when it's used for good, oh
yes,
my gosh, yes.
Exactly.
'Cause they're-
Transparency.
Yeah, yep,
and to
yep.
reveal
Hobby
the truth.
Lobby, you're right.
To reveal the truth.
Chick-fil-A, of course, that was a huge one. What's that one that keeps track of so people don't steal from your accounts? LifeLock?
Yes.
Oh,
Life
total,
Lock.
and really against women.
Really?
I heard they don't. Yeah, that's
didn't
what I
know
heard.
that.
Well, I shouldn't say against women, but they just don't promote them or have them.
Wow.
Yeah, they just.
That tells us
High
something.
up.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, neat. He would have to have a heart. Wow, I'm blown away about that Mount Rushmore thing.
I know. Me too.
Jeez, Louise.
Wow. But yeah, easing God out. Isn't that the truth? You know, it's so funny. I was talking to Vera earlier today because I was thinking about the self-esteem and the ego thing. So that's interesting because it's like, I was wondering what is the
I
difference?
knew you'd get it in. I knew she'd get it in.
Oh, I was wondering what's the difference.
That was a good segue.
Well, when you said it, I'm like, maybe it's meant to be. I gotta do it.
I know. I don't want to talk about that.
But I was just gonna mention
It's
because
true,
I
though.
was curious. What if somebody asked, "What is the difference between having self-esteem and ego?" I was just
Well, nobody
curious.
has asked.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Yeah, I mean, if you think of it, other people are thinking of it.
Yeah, and so obviously, I mean, in my own feeling of it and perspective of it, I feel like Trump is a great example with the planes and the fireworks. It comes from the ego, right? And it was interesting because in some of our research, conglomerately that we've learned from the past is that the self-esteem is when you are proud of things you've done and you know what you can do, and then
But we've always been taught pride is bad.
right.
It's too much pride. But you have to be proud of what you've done if it's something amazing.
Exactly. And then ego.
Did you hear about that kid, 15-year-old kid, that reinvented, I guess you could say, an air conditioning unit?
No.
And it's a little box like this, and you could put one in every room, and it's pennies of energy that it uses. And it,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it cools a room in like seconds.
Are you kidding
15
me?
years old.
That is awesome.
And they said they're going to be able to have these in homes by 2024. And you know what made him want to do it? He's an orphan. And so he was going from, house to house because, what is it? Foster, I guess, at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was he was always in a poor section of town or whatever. And then there was never any air conditioning. And everyone was always miserable during the summer.
Are you kidding me?
No, and so he thought of it. And he did it as a science project.
Oh my gosh.
A science project. And whenever he was presenting it for the first time in class, everyone laughed at him. Until he made the room go from, I think it was 78 to 65 within seconds.
That's amazing.
Isn't that so cool?
I think it's amazing that
I love
that
this.
he was determined to do that. And now, I mean, from that, if that's going to be something that's going to happen, he created that invention. That's going to really help him, obviously, in life. That's awesome.
Isn't it?
I never heard that story before.
I know.
And it just happened.
Yeah.
Just recently.
I mean, it was just an ad on our show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I hope it's true.
It probably is.
Because it was really neat.
But yeah.
Yeah, did you see that? I love it. And it's like going to revolutionize air conditioning because it doesn't take a lot of energy.
Well, I'm going to have to watch the ad now.
Watch it. It's really
no
good.
skipping.
I know.
I want to see that one.
Yeah, that is amazing.
But I'm just going to finish with saying really quick.
Sure, sorry.
That
I just had to say before
No,
I
I'm
lost
glad that you did because
You have a better memory.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that, and with ego, like you said, easing God out. And, I would also say easing others out, right? And then also ego has no knowledge. So it's like people that are coming from the ego don't know what they can do, and they just try to, I don't want to say con their way through it. I know that many of us have thoughts of, we can think of somebody in our lives or somebody that we know that comes from the ego when they don't know, and it's like they bluff and they con their way through it. But I thought that was really interesting because it comes from fear. That's what the other side was saying, is that they're afraid, that they don't know how, they don't have any self-worth. They're afraid. And then there's the hate is from fear as well. So I just thought.
Well, hate is taught too.
The core of it is, I mean, what are they afraid of, not having power over people or controlling or not having money?
I think Bree was saying that the Black community and the Hispanic community don't get along. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, they're both being exploited, so
Right.
you'd think they would, unite better. Like this virus would disappear. Yeah. Did you see how Trump, whenever Ivanka introduced him for the last rally that they were in, not the one in South Dakota, but he was holding her by her hips. And like, my father never did that.
Oh, that's weird.
Maybe it's weird to me, but I just thought like, why are you holding her hips?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So, Vera, we have to share about the past life.
About?
About the movie. The show
I was
we're
going to go into
watching.
that. But first I wanted to tell you something that I'm very proud of you.
Really?
Yes. Today when we went for a walk,
Oh.
you did not talk about business once. I got to say my morning prayer. You're awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And there's nothing wrong with being really passionate about what you're doing, but what do we need? Balance.
Yeah.
You have to have fun. Not that this isn't. This is fun. It's like not
Yeah.
having a job, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But, we have to, yeah. See? I love this woman.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now we can talk about Lin Miranda.
Okay. Oh,
We're in love.
you guys. Oh, seriously. It was awesome. I loved Hamilton.
It was so good.
We watched it
A
yesterday.
lot of it I couldn't understand.
Yeah, some of it I didn't quite catch what they were saying because some of it was rapping very quickly.
Yeah.
And
then plus you don't know well, I don't remember the story about Hamilton. I mean, I know little bits, but not like what he researched in that book.
You know what I loved about it, as I'm sure so many people already know, is that making it the way that he did, it made it entertaining for us to learn about history now, not some boring, just old time style.
Yeah.
It was just really fun. I really enjoyed it.
I did
It was
too.
really, really
And then
good.
especially to know, because I had seen this little, I don't know if you guys seen it on, what is it on? It's one Netflix or something, or Prime, I can't remember. But it's called Dear, and it has ... And it's to minorities that have made it, and they give their backstory. And the first one was Spike Lee, which was really interesting. And then the next one was Lin-Manuel Miranda. And for him, whenever he was supposed to go and perform for President Obama and Michelle, and Mrs. Obama, sorry, First Lady, they told him, they didn't, but the people told him, you can, perform, because his popular play at the time was In the Heights. So they said, you can perform whatever you want. So he's going, well, he goes, whatever I want? And they said, yeah. So
That's awesome.
They meant whatever was in the Heights, whatever he wanted.
Are you kidding me? That's
so
great.
he took it.
Isn't that great that he misunderstood?
He did. And he said, well, I'm going to do a portion of my Hamilton. He had written just a little bit about the play of Hamilton. And he said, should I? And he's like going back and forth. And then he did it. And he hadn't even finished the play yet.
I wonder what part it was.
You can see it. I'll show it to you.
Oh, great. I really do want to see it.
And whenever he was done, President Obama and Michelle stood up and they were clapping. And he thought, okay, I'm finishing this play.
Wow.
He got so jazzed about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was really cool, too. I know. And he was a substitute teacher. And he said that when he wrote this play, he thought, well, at least students would be able to come and see it and maybe be excited about history. And look what happened.
Exactly.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Whenever you guys say, well, what's my passion? I know my passion. He just went on vacation for the first time, he said, because he had money from being a substitute teacher. But he thought, well, I'm going to take a book on vacation, but I don't want to take several books. So he found the biggest book he could find, and it was Hamilton. No coincidence.
Isn't that neat? It was
no
meant
coincidence.
to be.
Yeah.
So cool how he wrote that in his chart.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing because, that musical was just, I loved it.
Yeah, it was really good.
I loved it.
But it has a pro-Hamilton bent to it, of course. And why is that?
Oh!
Because
the whole time I was like, oh, I wonder if Lin-Manuel Miranda, thank you, had a past life with Hamilton or during that time, or was he Hamilton or whatever, right?
What do you guys think?
If you haven't seen it, you have to see it.
Oh, it's
I
on
thought it was
Disney
really
Plus
good.
channel.
Okay, so Vera.
He was Hamilton's son.
Wow.
He was the son that was killed in the duel, just like his father was after.
Wow.
But I think
amazing.
Hamilton, well, you guys have to see it if you haven't seen it. I don't want to. Yeah, you have to watch it. It's so good. It's just really good.
That is amazing.
And the way the characters, the way he made them, like Jefferson, it was funny.
It was.
And then King, was it King George?
It was King. Yeah, it was.
I don't know who was king
at the
then.
time.
Yeah,
that was so funny.
Yeah. We could ask.
But it was. You know what's really cool about it is because that because he was literally there, that it has this more. It has like a feeling that comes across from his soul that you feel.
And he wanted to be so much like his father.
Isn't that amazing? And then he portrays him. Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
I know. I wish I could ask him, like, what did you feel like whenever you were putting this play together? Because you have to have some connection with, what you're doing with the characters and stuff. I know, isn't it awesome, Tack?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is super cool. It is awesome.
Can we see what Roxanne said that they won't let us see?
Oh, sure. Let's go up here. Give me a minute. Let's see here.
Oh, you missed it.
Where is it?
Right there. Underneath that smiley face. There it goes.
It's retracted.
What does that mean?
And somebody takes it away.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was just something we had to see before they put it out.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Anyways, you know, and there was some messages in this movie that I really resonated to. And there was two. I wrote them down. Oh, I know. One was, it was this message about here he'd done all these things that he really wanted to do that were really good. And he didn't want to do, I took it as, he didn't want to do something in the end that would take away. Like he wanted it to be how he remembered was all these good things that he had done. Because he was saying how we're remembered. He didn't want to shoot the guy, remember? He didn't want to shoot him, so he shot up.
We're not supposed to tell him how it ends.
But you told him that the son died and then he died the same way.
Oh, I did.
So I figured it was okay. Spoiler alert! We'll have to put that.
We'll have to put that on there.
Yeah. And then the other thing was that the world is
Ooh.
big enough for...
David, you were around at that time. You probably knew Hamilton.
Yeah, because you had said
Yeah,
that.
he was the general with
Washington.
because Hamilton, I believe, had a regiment, didn't he? Oh, I could be wrong.
Yes. No, you're right. He did.
Yeah.
That's right. Maybe he commanded that regiment. Oh, see now, David, you have to see it now.
Yeah. How old is Angus in that picture, Chrissy?
I would say...
Pretty old.
Well, and
I'm
that's the
just
thing.
kidding.
In those days, we aged much earlier. We didn't live as long. So, you know, our old age today is like way older than our old age back then.
Yeah, I think it was like 40s at some point, and like we're at over 100 now.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that amazing? So he was probably an old man at 40.
Yeah.
No, he didn't look like that at 40.
No.
I wouldn't know. I was already dead.
Yeah. No, I would say he would have been probably even in his 20s, and that would be like today's like 40.
Well, that's what they say anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly.
40 is the new 20, or 20 is the new 40,
Yeah.
or something like that.
But I'm so happy that we have this big picture that you can see him better.
How cool,
What?
Brenda! Are you serious? That's so exciting. I don't know why is that exciting to me, but it is.
What did I miss?
Philippa Sue, who plays Eliza,
Are you serious?
was in her dance competition team in her studio.
Oh, wow.
At my studio when she was in middle school.
Wow, what a small world.
She sings amazing
Oh,
too.
yeah. She did awesome. She did. I
And she
loved
made
it.
you cry when you were supposed to cry.
I know. Yeah, she did.
She
She has
did.
that special
Yeah.
talent that you could feel what she wants you
does,
to feel
huh,
through her
Nana?
music.
Yeah, I want to see it live so bad.
I know.
But we can never go. You can't get in. I mean, we could if we wanted to pay $400.
Exactly. I know.
We're trying for the $50 seats.
I have a friend, and he's been to so many plays.
I
In
love
New York
plays.
and Chicago, and he goes, and by far my favorite is Hamilton. He goes, I've seen it so many times.
The only thing
live.
is, I want to see it with all the cast.
Yeah, I know.
The original cast.
is
But that
perfect.
shouldn't take away from people that still have talent. I mean, come on.
And what's amazing too is that this movie that's made about the musical, it is the musical, but it is the original cast. So that's really cool.
He's
That's
15.
super neat.
That's funny.
That's neat
Yeah.
that Brenda, that she was on her team.
I think it did. I really do. There's some, I read somewhere that some people or some critics say that he has too much of a pro-Hamilton bent, and he made some people like Aaron Burr look silly.
Oh.
And I don't think he made him look silly.
I didn't think so because he had him very reflective
Yeah.
throughout, I
Yeah.
thought. I
I
mean,
did
in the
too.
beginning and the end, I thought he was pretty reflective.
Yeah.
But critics, who need?
Who
Well,
needs
I
them?
shouldn't say who needs them, but I mean,
Everybody needs a job.
yeah,
I mean,
That's
it's their
true.
opinion. It doesn't mean it's true.
yeah. You know what I liked? Speaking to him, one of the quotes that he had in that movie was that the world is big enough for this other person and for me. Like, you know,
He
like
met
it was
Aaron
like
Burr.
Yes, exactly. It was like he was feeling a
They
competitive
were not
thing.
friends.
Or
I mean,
jealous, right? But it was like, I thought, what a great point to bring that up in the show with what's going on right now. The world is big enough for everyone. You know, I mean,
But the thing they didn't like about him was he was very outspoken, and if he didn't like what you're saying, he was going to tell you.
right?
And Aaron Burr was like, "No, you don't tell people that. You kind of schmooze them into going your way. And Hamilton's like, no, man.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because we needed
People like
that. Because it was the Revolutionary War. We needed that to help gain the independence of the people here from the king, right? And so I just thought it was amazing that this musical was so popular, and now it's given what's happening right now, and especially with this society, and how America in the movie, in the Revolutionary War, came together as a people to create their independence and to be free. And so it's just amazing timing that it's come out. It's like maybe it's a good reminder for this country, for people to know that, we are supposed to fight together, to be together, to survive
But don't
together,
you
to
think it
help
would have
each
been
other.
so much better if they would have done that with the Native Americans too?
Yes.
I mean,
definitely.
they did what they did, but they were still raping and
I know. Exactly.
taking land
That's
away from
true.
people. So there's like
That's
that part.
there's that too. Exactly. Because when during the show, I did think of that as well. Because it's like they just took all this land, and they were at that point in history. We're still taking more because they were still going out west from the people that were already here. So it's like layers upon layers upon layers.
So you want to say, we fought the revolution, we're free, but were we free?
Yeah, no, not when the people that were here
were being abused,
basically being enslaved. I mean, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where it was going.
Yeah.
Putting on reservations and all the things that happened, and
that
but
part.
it's just but there were messages in it that.
Well, I don't mean it to be a Debbie Downer, but still, you have to think about that.
Yes, I know.
It's like, why couldn't we have embraced everyone? I mean, that's what the natives are trying to do when they would share their.
I know.
And then they got rooked.
I know, big time.
For being generous.
Exactly. I know, and that's where, it's just, especially, I mean, for those of us that have the eyes to see.
Right.
That's the way we want it to be. And
even like being raised Catholic, whenever, it had to go to Catholic school and all that stuff. And then all of the stuff that they did to Native Americans, the Catholic Church.
I know.
It's beyond me. And that's supposed to be a spiritual organization.
I know. Exactly.
Like I did a paper on Father Juniper, I can't remember his name now. Father Sarah, because it was a California thing. You have to do something about the missions.
Right.
And I thought, oh God, this guy's really great. He did all this stuff. He would cut the hands off of natives that would steal food because they were starving. It's like,
wow.
Why weren't we told this?
Exactly. Wow.
Don't get me started.
Well, that's because sometimes
I do
history
too.
is written by certain people.
Yeah, because
or person. And a lot of times written
Rose
by
was saying
people's
she
enemies.
hates Manifest Destiny, and that, it's not fair.
Exactly.
It's like, just because I'm here and I can take over,
right?
What the heck?
I know. Isn't that the truth?
Yep, probably. Anytime that you resonate to a certain era or a certain people, you've had a past life there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel very strongly, either positive or negative.
She was with David.
Brenda was.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Was she a soldier?
She was a soldier, but like a high-up soldier.
An officer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder
so you were
she
an officer
resonates
in the
to it.
Revolutionary War.
Wow. No wonder, huh?
Well, then you were in the Titanic.
There's reasons.
Yeah, because my niece, Tara, is like, she could not watch Titanic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now she probably can, but it was just too traumatic. She just didn't know why it gave her anxiety, that stuff.
Yeah, see, isn't that interesting how we have these different reactions, especially like with movies, because it just takes you back to whatever it is that you might have experienced.
See, Bree was going, and that's what they were doing in South Dakota. The Trumpers were telling the Native Americans to go back to their country. No, they go back to where
the
they
nerve?
said go back to where you came from, and they go, you go back. This is where we came from.
Can you believe the nerve?
Yeah, that's where we were.
I know.
How come they're not letting them say it? I don't understand.
I don't know either.
They keep saying approve or not.
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with saying that.
Exactly.
Especially about Manifest Destiny. What's wrong with that?
I don't know. Maybe there's
BS. That's why.
Yeah.
We probably won't get monetized. Who cares?
Yeah.
Oh,
from
be
Slovenia.
happy.
Well, air hug. I wonder what time
Are you?
it
Is that
there.
like where you guys are from?
Slovenia? We'll have to ask. Be happy if it's near Croatia.
Oh, is it near Croatia?
I'm not sure.
Why did I think it was that? Never mind.
Maybe it was because you know how sometimes countries change names. You know they used to be known as one thing.
Yes.
Yeah. See.
See?
We might be related.
That's right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, Vera, was there anything else
No.
that we had on our list? That was really cool about some of our... Oh, and here's something that's really interesting, and we've been kind of talking about it lately, is about how so many of us in our soul tribe have been in the Civil War together, the Lemuria and Atlantis together, and, well... like-
Emmy was with us in Lemuria.
Was she?
Mm-hmm. She doesn't know it yet. Yeah.
But it's just so interesting because of what's happening now. I mean, look, Lemuria, Atlantis freaking exploded because of the abuse of power with the crystals. And we're on the verge of that in the Civil War. We all know about what happened there. So it's just interesting that we're all back here now to try to create a change to hopefully help, from these things from repeating. Because that's what we want to do, is learn from our lessons so we don't repeat. So that's what we're all here for, among the many other things. Right, Vera?
I just got like Sammy and I don't know if that was part of what you did. I think you did something different. But we were in charge of crystals. And that's why we kept going back to Atlantis and telling them, because they were working on crystals and the power of crystals and all that stuff. But it was getting to be where it was dangerous. Because, it goes both ways, just like the atomic bomb, right? It could be used for good or bad. But so I don't know what good but I think there's something good about it.
Yeah, but I don't remember how, but there's some
They perverted
way.
it, in other words.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Wow, that's interesting, isn't it? See, it's so amazing how we can all use our abilities, our talents, our skills in whatever way to help create this change. Just like in that time when you and Sammy were utilizing your knowledge of crystals.
Yeah.
So it's interesting now, whatever gifts, whatever ways that we can help this planet right now.
Yeah, because when Sammy asked me, I was going, well, I know we were telling Atlantis stuff to slow down and all this stuff, but then I just got crystals.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wow.
Yeah, you were.
Wow. See, isn't that interesting?
Yes. And that's going to change. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
We're all reading.
I know it's hard to read all of it.
It's fun.
I know.
Yeah.
Aren't you excited,
That's
little
really,
girl?
really cool.
Yeah. I didn't mean to yell.
All right, Vera. It's been like 40 minutes.
No, 40 minutes of talking about nothing? We got to do this more often.
This is important stuff.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Spiritual matters.
It wasn't planned theme, is what I meant. Oh, I forgot to turn it off. It's my Native American music.
Yeah. Very fun.
Yeah, nothing is the best, isn't it? That's why I tell Chrissy, like on our podcast, it's so much better when we just talk.
Exactly. It's a lot more fun. It's more relaxed.
Yeah.
And that's when a lot of really great ideas
We got a lot of
come.
stuff in there,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's good, isn't it? Oh, see, mine's on, what's Alexa? Amazon Prime music.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the flute. Oh, my God.
Wow, that's really cool about Lemuria and everything. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. You were probably drawing.
I know. I'm like, I wonder what I was doing.
I know it was something creative, something to make stuff more beautiful.
What?
You designed our clothes.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't mean to yell again.
That is so cool.
Oh, we have to write it down. I write it down and I don't know what I do with it. I'm going, where's my notes?
Wow, that's really cool. All right.
Chrissy.
I
Well,
can't
I
wait.
can't spell your name correctly.
I can't wait. We're going to have some spiritual fashion coming up in our SE future.
Yeah. And J2 was with me in the Lemuria life, but he was a baby.
Oh, was
Yeah.
he yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean he was a baby when everything ended?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so because I had him in my arms whenever it was the water.
Did
was
you
coming.
take him with you when you were talking to Atlantis to prove a point about the next generation? Or did you have him when you came back
From where?
from Atlantis? You said you went to go talk to Atlantis.
Oh,
about
no, I
Christmas.
got back. But whatever happened to them happened to us.
Right.
So, yeah. So, Emmy, you were J2's sister in that lifetime.
She was your daughter.
And she loves J2. Because he's very dry humor. And he would say stuff to her that, like, other people would be offended, and she would laugh.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
she always liked it.
That's cute.
It just pops in my head. Sometimes I see it, sometimes I just feel it. Can you not see it, Chrissy, as a fashion designer? I can't wait till you design clothes for SE.
I can't wait to do it too.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm excited about it.
Exactly. The podcast is on any, like, Apple. Where do they go to see our podcast? Anchor?
You can find it
Spotify.
on our website.
You can find it
on
on
our-
our website.
On our homepage. We have it right there. Every week we do a new
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
The one on there right now is still that fiery Aries Mars energy.
God,
but
did you guys feel it?
we did. There was so much going on. My brother was in the hospital because, he had a
He's
lot of
an
things
Aries.
going on. Yeah, it's that
I've been
energy.
crying. I've been crying all weekend.
Have you?
Yes, that's why I go hide in my room. You think I'm napping, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So some of you might, because we've been having a lot of feedback too.
You and my
A
daughter.
lot of us are really exhausted.
Yeah.
Just having that the lethargic energy that we're feeling, and so it's just a lot of heaviness right now. And that's, Angus said, was what's going on. We're picking up on that energy
Exactly.
from all this.
Because a lot of us were either
negativity
at
heightened.
Lemuria or Atlantis. A lot of the soul tribe.
Yeah, we're probably going, oh, hell no, we can't let this happen again. We got to do something about
exactly.
it.
That's
So
why we
we're-
come back.
We're trying to do it in whatever ways we can. Exactly. Yeah. I can understand.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, guys. I guess we should let you go. It's
Yeah.
almost an hour.
I know. It's because it's so much fun.
But we gotta have something to talk about on our candlelight.
Yeah. So we're saving that for candlelight.
Yeah. We're gonna do Matt Damon. That didn't sound right.
They're all gonna tune in now. All right. We'll see you then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love you all. Thank you so much for joining
Be
us.
safe. Stay away from people on the 4th. Masks.
Yeah.
We went on a walk today. We were the only ones with masks.
Yeah.
Until the very end, we saw one lady.
And there was a lot of
a
people
lot
out.
of people.
So that's the thing, people going back to how it used to be.
Well, here they don't believe. They're Trumpers here.
But that's the spike in the
That
numbers.
is it right there.
That's going up in the numbers reported. So that's funny.
Thank you all. We love you.
And I was going to say stay
Nana,
enlightened.
No, you weren't a fairy. You hung around with fairies, but you were not a fairy. That sounds wrong too. But you tended to the fairies in a past life.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that you're an honorary fairy, is what Angus
See,
is
now
telling
that's
me.
really cool because some cultures, like in Ireland and so forth, really
She
have
took care of
that.
them, and
England
like
even.
would like leave things for them. I guess you're supposed to leave things for them. Or
All
something.
right, honorary fairy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Love you guys.